True Blue Review says, speaking of chosen ones,
Yes, True Blue Review.
what's your favorite movie or game that defied your expectations in terms of its story? And I meant Samurai Jack as an example of where a destined hero fucks up anyway.
Oh, sure. Yeah. Oh, Samurai Jack. You just said Samurai.
Maybe you missed a Jack. Maybe
I could have. Oh, or maybe you said Samurai Jack, and I assumed you were talking to me. Samurai Jack.
Yeah.
Sorry. Yeah, Samurai Jack is a good tale of that. Of the destined hero who confronts the evil one as he is destined, and he just fucks up.
Well, he eventually.
Yeah. Sure, but I'm with you. What was the first part of that again? A game.
Favorite story that defied expectations, and that's a lot of stories to sort through to find out one that meets that criteria. It's a hard thing to just off the top of my head say, oh, this or that.
I have, against my own expectations, been enjoying a lot of the story elements to Witcher 3.
But I think the story went in a direction you would not have expected it. Defied the convention. And
oh, that way.
that's what I think they mean.
Okay, sure. That's a good question. And I don't have necessarily an answer for that, sorry.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah. Yeah. That's a tough question to answer. Okay, Joe. Alright, I need to find a way to go more up. That's what I need to do.
This time it's Lupus says there's a fun book series called Sir Apropos of Nothing. Or
Sir Apropos of Nothing?
Apropos is pissed he's not the chosen one in his story, so he knocks out the chosen one, steals his horse, and takes over the adventure.
All right. I'm down with that. Yeah, seriously.
Anonymous says, hi, you hack frauds.
Hi.
Are you ashamed of your airtight opinions, i.e. you didn't absolutely love The Last Jedi?
Ashamed?
Think that's sarcastic?
Probably. Oh, yeah, probably sarcastic. How dare you? Hey.
It's hard to tell.
It is hard.
It's hard to tell. Because we've heard some crazy things.
It's hard to tell because there are people who would say something like that and not be sarcastic.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
How dare you, Rich? How dare you watch a movie and have your own thoughts about that movie? Yeah. People be crazy, man. People, they be crazy.
Lick My Love Bits says, check out me talking to a dude channeling a reptilian on YouTube. Could be bullshit, but fuck it, Earth gets dull after a while. Do we shill for this guy?
What does he want?
They want us to...
He wants us to click on the YouTube link?
He wants us to read about it. I think it's his YouTube thing? I'm not sure. I think Lick My Love Bits might be drunk. I'm not 100% sure.
Maybe. Maybe we'll do it later. Not right now. How about that?
Chat, what's the vote?
Oh, do we look up this person's YouTube video?
Do I finish reading his thing so you can look up his YouTube video? Or do I hold back? What says the crowd?
Do we, without without watching it first, play it live on stream and react to it live. Is that what you want, Lick My Love Bits?
That's probably not a good idea.
I'm just...
Who knows what the content is?
Exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm going to say no to definitely that.
It's roulette.
I don't know, I'm slightly uncomfortable with this. But I'm going to move on.
Moving on. Moving on up.
Waiting it out, says Reg. The Last Jedi review was great. The bossy Yoda bit was hilarious. I'm genuinely surprised Mike didn't have footage to make an awkward subtitle joke. Joke there. Have a wonderful holiday break. Thank you. I know we're late seeing the movie as it was. I'm sure he was in a rush to get it edited. Go to Fandango.com for your movie ticket needs.
Oh, that's such a bummer. Such a bummer.
J.R.R. Lovecraft says, in Executive Decision, Steven Seagal, who never loses, is killed in a boarding accident, and Kurt Russell, who isn't supposed to be there, must take command and save the day against planned odds. Okay.
All right.
Anonymous says, that was supposed to say alt-right, not airtight, stupid autocorrect, and yes, it was sarcasm.
Yeah, that autocorrect.
I might have misread it too, I don't know. No, it does say airtight. It's autocorrect.
Yep.
I didn't misread it.
Funny.
Fun fact, Kurt Russell in that movie is one of the only non-Harrison Ford-based Jack Ryans. So is... Who is it in Hunt for Red October?
Is that Jack Ryan?
I think it is. Chat. Hunt for Red October, that's Jack Ryan, right?
That's a good question.
I can't remember who it was. Alec Baldwin.
But is it Jack Ryan?
Yeah.
They're saying yes, yeah. Oh, okay. Well, there you go.
Ben Affleck also played him in Sum of All Fears.
Well, there you go.
That's the one role that elderly Harrison Ford hasn't revisited, isn't it?
Can we be thankful for that? Can we just be thankful that Grandpa doesn't want to play that one too?
I'll do another Tom Clancy if we can kill off Jack Ryan.
Just let him, Harry, just retire, man. We all know you want to retire. Just stay down.
Is it easy to miss that a character is supposed to be Jack Ryan? You expect Jack Ryan to be Harrison Ford, but you see another thriller and it's this character and you don't really realize that's supposed to be Jack Ryan. Is that something that happens frequently?
Maybe.
Like, you didn't know Hunt for Red October was Jack Ryan.
Right. I didn't know that was supposed to be somebody.
It's not a very engaging character, is it, Jack Ryan?
It's. I mean, what is that? That's based off of a book series,
Yeah.
right? Yeah. So it's just one of those things where, Bond has certain things that makes him James Bond, immediately recognizable. I don't know if Jack Ryan has those things beyond just being...
He's the designated protagonist.
Right. Like, I'm good at spy thing guy, you know. Designated protagonist. Better.
Isn't he?
Yeah. I am guy who wins.
Right. He's not even the main character in his book. So yeah, so there you go.
He's not even the main characters in his book. What a sad existence.
Jack, would you call this game fun? And Rich, are you interested in playing after watching Jack? Does the game not look very good? To be perfectly honest, most of the time I've been looking at the chat or looking at tips or talking to Jack. I haven't been paying that much attention.
The game is not worth it, as far as I'm concerned. It's starting to get fun-ish, but the first 10 hours has been nothing but utter bullshit. So much talking, so much over-explanation of the plot. It's been a little insufferable. This is like, it is finally picking up, but I think if it only picks up after 10 hours, you got a problem.
Mm-hmm.
You got a problem with your game. So,
most games are over in 10 hours. You know what? That's so. I'm so fine with that if it's a fun game.
yeah.
Doom's over in 10 hours.
No, Doom's fine. Doom's fine. Yeah, this one is. It's too. It's just. There's so much BS with the good game.
Rich buy, no buy, verdict on Shadow of War. I guess no buy just because I kind of stopped playing it and wasn't really that interested.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Well, there you go.
Which isn't the same thing as terrible, but...
No.
How does it compare to the first one? I didn't get that deep into Shadow of War.
Shadow of Mordor?
Shadow of, yeah, Mordor.
Mm-hmm.
I don't even know how to describe this. Just for what little I played, the combat wasn't feeling as good to me. I don't know what it was. Maybe some minor timing thing or something, but...
Okay.
I couldn't even put my finger on exactly what it was. I enjoyed beating up things more in the first one.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah. Hard to quantify what exactly it was.
Sure. Interesting. What am I supposed to light on fire? Oh, they lights all of them on fire. I get it. I get it. Great.
Rich, play more text parser games. Yeah, maybe someday. You know what I saw on Steam? Maniac Mansion.
I saw that as well.
Maniac fucking Mansion.
Maniac Mansion on Steam. Guess we gotta play it.
Maniac Mansion is on Steam now. I checked GOG, I didn't see it there. That was my reaction. I was like,
Guess I'll buy it on Steam.
That's what I did. I went to GOG, though. So what's going to happen to Carrie Fisher in 9? I don't know.
That's up to a whole group of people who are not us.
I really don't know.
That's up to a whole mess of people.
It's just either gonna have to die off screen, or she'll be off somewhere else doing something, which would be kind of weird.
No, she'll die off screen.
Episode 9 will be set in the distant future.
Also possible.
Yeah, but the other actors aren't going to visibly age that much.
Oh, actually, yeah. Let's hope not, because I don't want to see old lady makeup on Rey. That'd be weird. There we go.
They might go a few years in the future. 5.
Sure. What do I have to do now?
Time do we start? 5:30?
5:30-ish, yeah.
Okay. 8:30. 8:26.
8:20. 4 more minutes. 4 more minutes to no spoilers.
Don't sell it too much.
I'm not selling. I'm merely stating the fact that we will not restrain ourselves with any sort of spoilers. We're not gonna be crazy here. This is not like a super-duper thing here. Anyway. Just a friendly heads up. We'll be talking about it. And if you haven't seen it yet, we're gonna talk spoils. And we super spoils these.
Are people split fairly evenly on this movie?
I believe they are. And that's just from what I've seen online. Because like I said, I did a fairly good job of staying away from all criticism, commentary, and spoilers before I saw it. So I came out of it going, hey. Much like Rogue One.
Yeah.
When I came out of Rogue One going, oh man, everyone's going to hate this. And I was dead wrong. And I came out of this one going, man, people are sure going to get a kick out of oh no. But just how they're treating, look at Jay and I on Twitter. Both of us are getting excessive hate.
Yeah.
Feeling very differently about it, so...
People say I need to get a Twitter.
Oh, God. No. No, you're fine. Yeah. I mean, how do you like your sanity?
I like it just fine.
Yeah, then you're fine. Oh. Oh, these things. Shit. I can't believe I made that. Alright, what do we have to shoot with the cannon, Rich? That's the question. What do we got? Probably that painting. Nope. I guess I'm going to have to shoot that painting. And...
Twitter is like The Purge in text form. Remember that movie?
The Purge?
Yeah.
In text form. Interesting.
It's an interesting description.
It's like the purge in text form. Sometimes Twitter can be great. Sometimes it's just one of those things where you see a little joke that makes your day. Did I do it? I did it. Sometimes, you get to talk to, have a little conversation with people that you would never have imagined that you get to talk to. That's really nice. And sometimes it's a horrible pit full of assholes and despair. It's one of them mixed bags.
You'd love Rich Musings on Twitter. Here's the thing: I'd probably never use it because I don't give a shit about like sharing my thoughts in social media. I don't have the right mindset for that. I have a Facebook just to keep in touch with relatives and whatnot.
Sure.
That's pretty much all I use it for. I don't ever post, this is how I feel about this and that. It never fucking happens.
You know what really irks me?
You know what I'm really irked about today?
Darn shame. Darn shame, Rich.
But you're doing it now. This really isn't the same thing.
No. No, this is very different. And that simple back and forth right there shows you why it's very different. We can have a conversation here. Twitter is not a conversation. Twitter is several people yelling at each other. Just shouting into each other's face holes. And that's not what we do here. There's a little bit, obviously there's a delay, but there's a little bit of a back and forth, which is the nice part about Twitch. Oh, bounce. Need some health. This seems like the hallway right before a big boss fight, as all these pots are here.
So health in the pots.
Sometimes there's health in the pots, and I'd be more comfortable if I had like 1 or 2 more hells. That's okay.
Hells?
I could use some hells, Rich.
It might be a thing in the game. I don't know.
Bring out the hells. There's a fire here. Here's a fire. Alright. Ow, fuck you. Nope.
Okami is a great game, you heathens.
Nope.
What?
I disagree.
I've not said anything about it.
I disagree, my friend. I think it is mediocre at best.
Social media is all about dishing out the most powerful drug available today. Attention. See, the weird thing about me is that I ended up doing shit like this for a living.
Yeah.
But I absolutely do not crave attention.
It is very strange because you're saying that to hundreds of people at this very moment.
I know, but I do not crave attention.
Yeah. Oh, it's ego feeding. That social media.
My opinion on the Police Academy films. I remember the first few being good, dumb fun. I don't think I saw some of the later ones.
You don't think you did?
It's hard. They blur. They really do blur.
Oh, yeah. Ah. They really do. You know. Once you get to citizens on patrol, it's like, what's even the point?
Says the guy who licked a porg. Because that was part of a thing I was getting paid to film. I was hanging out with friends, and it just happens that's filmed.
These are what we call bits, you see. Good old bits.
It's in the script. Rich licks the porg, and, you know...
You're gonna lick the porg. It's in the script.
I'm gonna lick the porg. That's the joke.
That's yeah, that's the joke. Goddamn right, it's the joke. Lick the porg. Fighting demons, yeah. Ow, dick. Yeah, okay, great. Great. Everything's great, guys. We're doing great, I feel. I feel like we're doing great.
Are we?
I don't know. I mean, I'm progressing. I'm progressing in the game.
The Death Star catching fire was not scripted, no. The Nerd Crew is just a weird blend of scripted and unscripted. There's a script, and then we usually quickly get off script. Actually, I'm not even sure if the licking was in the script or not. I honestly don't remember.
The line between between what you improvise and what you script is blurring ever rapidly.
Yeah.
That's great. That's great. I don't even know who's the Nerd Crew anymore.
I don't believe In the House was in the script.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah.
Oh, funny. Damn it, I don't want to...
There's the container of sausages and the loot crate a surprise. Everything in the loot crates was a surprise. I mean, Mike knew.
Oh,
he
right,
shoved them in there.
The sausages. Ay, ay, ay.
It was a legit gag.
I believe it.
Those were awful. Awful.
Well, yeah, like how long... Ugh. Ugh, I don't even want to think about it.
It's like they were gray in the middle. Gray. That's not normal. What was the toy with the name crossed out and Ray written on it? I forgot which Ghostbuster it was. It was one of the Ghostbusters.
That's great. He's making monster soup. I'm helping him make monster soup. Elf Ray says it was a Melissa McCarthy.
Wasn't sure. Couldn't remember.
All right, we're doing great. We're doing great. We're doing great. Gotta go ring the great bell now. There's the great bell.
Are you guys just tossing all that crap with no plans on using it? Which crap?
What?
There's a lot of crap in this world, and I'm not sure which crap you're talking about specifically.
Yeah. Yeah, please be specific with the crap. Why is this not working?
And Chad, I'm not sure if that dog's wearing a mask or isn't that some kind of Japanese spiritual Shinto kind of thing?
Well, he's wearing a mask because I'm in the realm of the demons, and the demons all wear this paper mask with a symbol painted on it.
Okay.
So that's my costume. That's my disguise, you see.
Okay.
It's a great disguise. Oh, I have to ring it 8 times. There we go. There we go. It's cute. The art direction of this game is super cute. I love the demons. They do this thing whenever like you meet a new enemy where they show like one of those old Japanese scrolls with that that very specific art style. You know what I'm talking about? That ancient Japanese art style. Like that's super great. There's a lot of good things about this, but
Look, my love bit says, just to thank you, I have Asperger's syndrome, and as a result, tend to retreat into my own head a lot. There are only a few things I come out for. Red letter medium and the laughter of Rich Evans. Well, thank you very much. Glad to be of service to you.
that's your job. All right, we're going to the throne room.
Tyron's Head says, I can't enjoy watching Masters of the Universe, even as a joke anymore, since I found out the director was named in the Bryan Singer lawsuit as an accomplice.
Oh, that's too bad. Yeah, you know, a lot of scum in the world.
There's going to have to be a lot of movies you reject.
Yep.
How many things did Harvey Weinstein
Produce? Oh, just about every single thing.
Yeah.
Just about every single movie you love. For probably every movie that got you into movie making. Harvey Weinstein had a shake in.
Had a finger in that.
Nice one, Rich. Ew. Come on. Oh, here we go. Big fight. Big fight. Big fight coming up.
True Blue Review says, what did you think of Benicio del Toro's character in The Last Jedi? I didn't expect him, but I liked him as a sort of evil Han Solo that helps them, then betrays them, but doesn't redeem himself in the end. I thought it was a waste of a character.
So, spoiler. We are in full Star Wars spoiler time. BTW, you've all been warned. I thought it was really strange that he decided to give his character a speech impediment. I thought
I got nothing out of that character.
that was kind of annoying. His purpose.
Was to get paid betraying people who were already caught by the evil BB-8 droid?
No, he gave up the shuttles that were going.
Okay.
His point was he was what they could have turned into had they let cynicism and apathy take over their hearts.
Why is he in an action-adventure movie set in space? Why is he?
Because they're going for a power of good versus evil thing.
I didn't feel that, though. I didn't.
And he was there to be the cynical asshole. And so, and he states as much. I am the cynical asshole. And he was the cautionary tale for Finn and Rose.
Okay.
Is what I will say. Things do get a little, the messages do get a little muddled towards the end. But I actually really liked all of the failures that were happening all over the place.
Well,
and him being part of it.
I'm sure Benicio del Toro will be a general in the next one.
If this is a Star Wars movie, if we know anything about Star Wars movies, we know that he'll be a general in the next one. Absolutely.
Tired and Sad says, Michael Arndt, the first writer of Force Awakens, said in early drafts, every time Luke came in and entered the movie, he just took it over. Suddenly, you didn't care about your main character anymore. Because people like Luke.
People like the thing they know. People like the thing they know. I do think that's a funny statement because Luke is the one who has the character arc, not Rey. In the movie, in Rey's story, it is, there's 3 stories happening in the movie. Oh fuck!
It's nice that they gave his character some development, and it'll be interesting to see what they do with him in the next. So that was a waste.
No, he finished his arc. He finished his arc, man. But in Rey's part of the story, Rey does not have a character arc. Luke does.
Which is a mistake.
Not necessarily.
If you're going to make the new trilogy about the new characters, then give her the arc.
Yeah, but you also need to close out the old characters.
This could have been, well, I know they wouldn't have done this, but it could have been set another 20 years from now. They could have already been gone.
It could have, but it's not, They had to close the door from the old sequels, and that was part of that. Getting rid of the old, ushering in the new. All that usual stuff.
I did like what they did in general, other than the one-liners. I like mostly what they did with Luke in the movie.
On the island?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, just being a prick.
Yeah.
He was great. He was great, and good old Rey just, hey, man, I'm here to do the thing that everyone expects me to that I'm here to do, and he's like, nah, fuck you. Yeah, it was fun. That was fun. I loved I loved Poe's the turn on the head of Poe being the wild pilot who doesn't play by the rules, just like being kind of the loser of that story. I thought that was nice. Susano's redeeming himself.
Look, I get the whole failure thing. I just... Why are they failing? Why do we need to see that? Why is that interesting?
So they can learn lessons.
What did they learn? All right. Thematically, right?
Okay.
Old generation's going out, and new generation. You know what? They don't need us. They're gonna do what they're gonna do. They're gonna find their own way.
Right. So we got. Oh, sorry.
It seems like they're just gonna be doing the same things the adults were doing, just 40 years later. We're set up for more Empire versus Rebels, and the young doing their own thing is exactly the same thing that the old was doing.
Well,
they face planted on the message.
Here's where we have where it gets a little bit muddled because it is Star Wars. Star Wars has one story to tell.
Yeah.
But very clearly, Poe is learning how to be a leader and not a hotshot pilot. Finn is learning about his place in the rebellion, aka not just chasing after Rey, actually fighting for someone.
What Poe learned was, okay, we have to give up when we're surely going to die. That's what Poe learned. Like, him turning around seemed very weird to me and not the right move for the particular situation when destroying that door cannon was their only hope.
But it wasn't their only hope. Making the strategic retreat was their best hope because
no one knows that Luke Skywalker is going to show up. And nobody knows that the Foxes know another way out of there. With the information he had, the right call was the risky maneuver.
I thought he turned back because no, because it was a direct parallel to that first mission.
Okay.
And in that first mission, most of everyone died. What's the point of having a rebellion if there is no one left to rebel?
But but at the situation they were in specifically at the end, if they didn't do something desperate, there was going to be no rebellion to rebel against anything.
Right, and so he needed to make a leadership choice.
Which the right choice was to keep going and smash the thing because it's our only hope that they knew of at the time.
They needed to get together and come up with a plan. They needed a
that was the plan they came up with.
Right, and Poe very smartly said, this is bashing our head against the unbreakable cannon is a bad plan.
No, what he said was, we need to go to this cave and wait to die.
No.
It was forced.
It was a regathering. It was a regathering. It made sense. It made sense because even without Luke, they didn't find the way out because Luke found a way in. They found a way out because they were thinking about the Foxes.
Okay.
It makes sense. It makes sense. And Finn, listen, the movie has problems.
Basically, what you're saying is they got lucky.
Sure.
Okay.
Sure.
Okay.
But
the tactical lesson that Poe learned was to retreat and maybe we'll get lucky.
The tactical lesson that Poe, not Finn, the tactical lesson that Poe learned was having people left to fight is better than sacrificing everyone.
Okay.
That made sense. Now, Finn on that casino planet, that went on too long.
Sure.
That went on way too long, and I hear that, but again, his whole arc was discovering what he wanted to fight for. The whole first movie, he was either running away or just trying to save Rey. That was it. That's all he had to fight for was the lady.
He had good chemistry with Rey in the first one. They had like no screen time together in this movie. That was weird if you're going to develop the new heroes.
But he couldn't just be Rey, the guy who's going after Rey. He needed a reason to be in the rebellion.
Sure.
Which is why we have... Oh my god, I'm so sorry. Which is why we have the casino planet, which I agree is not handled the best, but you do get cute little kitty ponies. I did like those kitty ponies. And then the whole Rey and Luke stuff was great. The problem is when they start meeting.
Mm-hmm.
And it does get a bit muddled, right? Because like Poe's lesson was don't die a hero, live to fight another day, right? And then as an audience, hold on, I'm getting there. But then as an audience, we're supposed to go, yeah, that was the right call. But then Luke immediately jumps out and dies a hero, and we're supposed to be okay with that.
Yeah.
That's muddled messages.
Mixed messages?
Muddled. Well, because it also goes along with that whole the older generation is making way for the new ones. And when those two ideas met in that instance, it was super muddled. I agree with that.
Okay.
That was what I'm saying. They didn't come together as eloquently as they should have. All of the arcs. I know Mon Mothra had a dress too, but that seemed more like a diplomat. her big white dress. Didn't it have little? Didn't Mon Mothma have like little general tabs on her white dress?
Don't remember.
You don't remember?
It didn't look like an evening dress.
No, it looked like a space dress. whereas Laura Dern looked like an evening dress, you know.
Ranger XT says, after watching The Last Jedi, I have to assume there is a cutscene of 3 or 4 porgs firing the other set of guns in the Millennium Falcon.
Oh, you know someone at Disney made that note, right? Somewhere along the line. You know they did. I know they did. And I know that someone said no and was really smart.
It's fine. It's fine. I don't give a shit about the porgs.
I like the porgs. That was perfect toy fodder.
Tired and Sad says, Empire Strikes Back is all about failure. Luke's get his ass kicked by Vader. Leia and Han spin their wheels at Cloud City before being betrayed and caught.
Yeah.
It's more like Empire than people are saying.
Yeah, I agree. Empire is the exact same thing. It's 2 movies just about character development. We are just getting prepped for the final movie in the trilogy.
Okay.
And what this felt like to me was a great big wind up, and so that's why I liked it.
No, it felt like a conclusion. It was winding up to nothing.
No, all the characters are ready now.
There's nothing interesting dramatically to grow off into.
You only have growth from here. You have our small band of rebels who have literally been abandoned by everyone else that need to start fresh, and you have Kylo taking over the power vacuum from Snoke, him and little pissy, what was the guy's name? Red hair?
I don't know.
Hux.
Sure.
You got him and Hux who are going to lead the First Order as 2 little brats. It's gonna be great.
He's gonna chew on all that scenery. He's gonna choke on it all.
It's gonna be great.
Scenery he's chewing. Hux.
Yeah, that's why he's good. That's why he's good. He's a good bad guy. He's a bad guy that you want him to get slapped around. Hux.
Where are the Knights of Ren? I could only assume those are the red guys that they were fighting.
You think? I thought the Knights of Ren were Jedis. Or Jedi in trainings.
Maybe that's what they were. They were fought with weapons like swords and not guns.
Oh, maybe.
I don't. Sure.
Were the Knights of Ren the people that he ran away with after he burned the temple?
Yes.
Yeah, maybe they're just sitting around somewhere. Maybe that's the next movie. Who knows? Hux should have been played by Joffrey, right, Scorn? That perfect bad guy who's just a dickhead all through and through.
Kylo Ren after the fake turn just seems so childish, and that's our villain. That's our main villain. Just a brat. Is that satisfying? Our main villain is just a bratty kid.
Yeah.
Isn't that a horrible letdown?
Well, I can only assume that, you know, much like the jump from Empire to Jedi, right? If look at Luke's jump from Empire to Jedi.
Sure.
Luke leaves Empire. He's nothing. His hand's broken, and he comes into Jedi, literally like super cool Jedi guy. So I can only assume in the next movie we're gonna get a little bit of jump. Kylo's gonna get a little bit of experience under his belt, and he's going to be that authority figure, and we will have watched the transition from brat to authority figure.
See, Kylo Ren being kind of a failure and a brat in The Force Awakens didn't bother me.
Yeah.
Because I never thought he was going to be the main villain throughout it.
Okay.
I figured they would go a different direction. I saw them turning him, and maybe he was going to get something more with Snoke or whatever, or someone else. But I never thought he was actually going to full-on be the Darth Vader. I thought they were going to throw a curveball in there somewhere. But no, he is the Darth Vader, but he's also a childish, whiny brat. Eh.
Yeah. I think it can work. I mean, I just like that, I like that actor so much. And it makes sense, like, with his connection with Rey, and, you know, they're the good and the light, they're the balance, and, you know, it works.
They have almost the same personality. That whiny fucking prick in the prequels is not Darth fucking Vader. Yeah, he's just like Anakin. That's... Oh, God, I hate Star Wars. Oh, God.
What?
Anybody got a tip about anything else? Anything else?
Nope. This is what they want.
On topic, says Anonymous. Rich, Jack, or anyone else remember Drop Dead Gorgeous, 1999? No laser swords, but it's alright. Beauty pageant mockumentary with Minnesotan accents. Feels like RLM humor. Okay, bye. Anonymous, thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Lick my love bit says Star Wars has the word wars in it. Its name dictates its behavior. Star Trek has a synonym for travel and discovery in its title. Your opinion, are they bound by their names? Well, I think Star Trek is proving that you're not. Star Trek is now about constant, unceasing war.
The other head's drunk.
No, I thought in The Force Awakens that Kylo was an interesting take on Darth Vader, but now he's just Anakin from the prequels to me. I've come to hate him by the end of that movie. Not in a good way. Like, I hate his character now. He turned into Anakin straight out of Revenge of the Sith. I will be powerful and I'm angry.
The only difference is you can see, unlike Anakin, you can see where his angst comes from here.
Can you? Why did he hate Han Solo and Leia in the first place?
Because they abandoned him, right? He's an insecure person growing up in the shadow of the heroes of the old whatever, right? And so they abandoned him with Luke. Han, he had a couple throwaway lines. Luke did, right?
Uh-huh.
Han was very Han about it, right? Which meant that he left and didn't give a fuck. And then the one guy who was supposed to be teaching him, he thinks is about to kill him.
Like
So he's just an insecure dude.
in the throne room when they had the brief team up with him and Rey, I thought they might do something interesting with that.
I mean, I think that was the interesting thing they did with it, right?
What? I'm evil and it's gonna be Empire versus Rebels?
The team up. Oh, hold on, I gotta do something.
The 5-second team up?
The 5-second team up.
This is an interesting dynamic. The two of them working together. It's that's good.
Yeah.
Oh, it's not gonna be that. He's just gonna be evil.
I see. Damn it. Oh. I saw too late what I needed to do. I saw too late what I needed to do. No, I liked what they had to do in the throne room. And to me, like I said, it made sense that he would be the opposite of Rey. That he would be the one because his solution is almost the same as Rey, which is like, let's start over.
Yeah.
But he says let's burn it all down, and Rey's like, well, no, let's build it all up. He's like, no, we have to kill everyone. Let's burn it all down. He's every he is that entitled brat where he's just like, nothing can work. We have to burn it down. Like, that's just bad guy stuff. It works.
Rey never showed any interest in the dark side. There's a whole scene in the movie where Luke shows her the Force and she instantly gravitates towards the dark side. They did nothing with that.
No, that wasn't her gravitating towards the dark side.
Luke's whole spiel about you didn't even resist it?
Right, but that wasn't the dark side.
All right.
That was the thing on the island that Luke feared most, which wasn't the dark side, but a literal fucking mirror.
I'm gonna go take a shit.
Because Luke didn't want to confront his own mistakes, which was the mirror in the down there. Like, it was I guess it was the dark side to Luke, but it wasn't meant to be like the evil dark side. That was just the thing Luke feared most, which Rey could handle because she had hope in her heart. You dig? You dig. You know what's going on. You know what's going on. Jack is painfully right. I know. It's alright. It's alright. I mean, no, you don't have to get it. You don't have to get it. But it's not like that was that wasn't a tough metaphor to get. They're not very subtle with their Star Wars. Would you just fucking wake up? Can you do your war thing, please? Okay. I can deal with these two dragons. Jack, you are true evil. Yeah. Like I said, there are very valid criticisms to be made of the movie. I do think a lot of the messaging gets muddled as they start converging on the stories. Shit. I do think some of the humor doesn't work, although I'm okay with a lot of it. Almost time. This is ours. If that's the case, then you're free to finish. Finish. Who do I hit? Who do I hit? Who do I hit? What do I do? What do I do? Gosh dang it. What do I do? What do I do? Gosh dang it, game.
Grab that cheese stick.
Okay.
Spider-Man cheese stick.
You got yourself a Spider-Man cheese stick?
That's what I did.
I mean, you know. Quality cheese stick, I'm sure. Do I have to do this with every fucking head? Or can I just do this with like 2 heads? That's my question.
Well, your experience with boss battles so far they've been long, right?
Yes.
So every head.
Oh, fucking hell.
Alright, so what's going on? What I missed?
Oh, nothing. I delved a little bit into the visual metaphor that was Ray in the mirror, which, by the way, say what you will about the meaning of that. That was a cool imagery.
What did it mean?
Huh?
What did it mean?
It literally just meant a mirror. It was just looking into yourself and your past mistakes, which is what Luke did not want to do. But I just thought the imagery of her, like, you know, like the time snap thing, that was really neat looking. Beyond the visual metaphor, but I just thought it looked neat. There's a lot of neat looking things in this movie. Go. Every fucking head. Every head, Rich.
Jack, apparently I'm eating a cheese stick wrong.
Well, is that string cheese?
Yeah.
Oh, well, yeah, usually you break it off.
Yeah. You strip it down the side.
Yeah.
Why? Why do you have to eat it that way?
Really, I think the only purpose of that is to make it last longer. I mean, it's obviously just cheese. You eat cheese however you want.
Does it last longer that way?
Oh, yeah, because then you're tearing off little bits. Just to extend the cheese eating experience, don't you think? Take your time, get little cheese strips instead of big honko cheese. That's how I see it. Jack's right. Oh, for a change. Oh. Yeah. Well, welcome to my life. Listen, it scares me too. And then you get the little cheese. I always, you know what part I always liked about that is the little cheese, like danglies. I always like the cheese dangles.
Yeah. It's like webbing, Jack.
Yeah. Oh, because it's Spider-Man cheese? Yeah. Oh. Well, there you go. Hey, can you come here and hit me, please?
Yeah. I think I prefer just taking bites out of it.
That's fair. That's fair. That's fair, Rich. I mean, obviously wrong, but fair.
Most of the issues with The Last Jedi have to do with Finn. It felt like they didn't really have anything for him to do. They didn't really didn't. They had to invent something for him to do.
It's one of those things where my interpretation of it was Finn's journey was finding his reason to fight for the good side in general. Because really, all he's had was Rey.
Where did he find that?
In the casino planet, and he saw how badly the little people were being treated. The
animals?
The younglings.
All right.
And he's like, oh my God, there's some shit happening here.
That feels weak to me.
Yeah, sure, that's fair. By the way, I will. I think that's a fair criticism. Shupa week. But you need a location change. You need something for these people to do, and we all like Finn. Finn's great. So.
Didn't he get that in the very first scene of The Force Awakens? Yes, he did.
No, he did not. No, he did not. What did he get in the first scene of The Force Awakens? He got a want to run.
Okay.
He wanted to run away in The Force Awakens.
Oh, we got to see the First Order butchering people.
Yeah, and then he just wanted to get out of there.
Yeah.
He didn't want to help anybody. He just wanted to leave.
Okay.
And now this is him finding his reason to help.
What was it about the kids that made him want to help and not leave again? As opposed to watching the innocent people get shot in The Force Awakens.
I assumed it had something to do with him being taken as a kid, but I don't know.
Okay.
I don't know if that was ever specifically stated, but it's kids, man. You see kids get hurt. That's different than seeing old dudes get hurt. This can't be the end of the game, can it?
Probably not.
It's like a midway boss?
Maybe.
I mean, this is the boss of Legend. This is the boss we've
Maybe there's a boss behind the boss, or maybe you get beat after beating the boss fight.
Sure. You get beat?
Yeah.
Yeah. Is that what you want? What do you want?
Death Metal 616's RLM was spot on with their analysis of The Last Jedi. Rich, despite you and Jay saying that you're not huge Star Wars fans, I feel like you understand Star Wars much better than most die-hard super fans. Well, thank you. Or we just like different things about Star Wars. This is an entire possibility, too.
Oh, sure.
I said a bunch of times, I think the original movies are great. Somewhat less so Jedi, but...
Ewoks.
This time it's Lupus says, no Star Wars discussion is ever complete until we get Rich to emphatically exclaim, I fucking hate Star Wars. I really like Kylo Ren and Rey's relationship, strongest part of the movie by far. Yeah. Their conversations were interesting.
Oh, yeah. I liked how that was shot, too.
The Luke stuff was interesting. Mm-hmm. The throne room stuff was interesting, and then it wasn't.
It was a neat fight. Neat fight with all the red dudes. The animals were all terrible and verged into prequel territory. That was a small part of it. They were little kitty ponies, man. Cute little kitty ponies. Fine. It was all fine. I mean, that whole sequence, that whole casino planet did go on for way too long. That's just the truth of it.
What don't you like about Return of the Jedi, Rich? Mostly the Endor stuff, or at least the stuff with the Ewoks on the moon.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it gets a little too cutesy doopsy with the Ewoks.
And it probably should have been Han Solo and the Falcon, because I just don't give a shit about Lando Calrissian.
You know, Lando and Fish Monster.
He was a traitor. He never did enough to redeem himself in my eyes, Lando.
Well, he blew up the Death Star. Oh, you mean before that?
Before that.
Yeah. Well, he saved Han after, you know, giving him up.
Did he? Did he?
He was part of the group that saved him.
Part of the group. Okay.
He
was part of the group.
he was on the floaty thing, right? He was there on the floaty thing when it was time to save Han and Luke. You wouldn't have to think about why the First Order exists, because yeah, it's Star Wars. There's bad guys, and we're fighting the bad guys. This feels like an end. This feels like an end game, but it can't be an end game.
Rich, you really can't sympathize with Lando's betrayal. I had solved that moral quandary at 6.
Well, Rich, obviously that person is very smart.
Rich Evans holds a grudge.
Yeah.
And if somebody betrayed me,
yeah,
I'd have an axe to grind. I'd have a bit of an axe to grind.
Well, listen, I don't care if you had a mining colony to think of and you didn't have a choice. You fucking gave me to Darth Vader, dick. Oh, you had a planet to think of. Fuck you.
But what about love? Love didn't put my ass in an imperial torture chamber.
Think about that. Think about that. Huh? Lando would have been killed, and Darth Vader would have killed. Well, exactly. I think the implied threat was that Darth Vader was going to shut down the entire mining operation, putting possibly hundreds or thousands of people out of a job, possibly killing that many people, right? That Lando was in charge of. He wasn't just a smuggler anymore. Lando was in charge of people.
Jack, what did you think about screw sacrificing yourself for the rebellion? It's love that will really save us. I thought that was hysterical when she was saying that, as the laser that was going to help kill all of her friends was going off in the background. The laser that she prevented Finn from destroying. I thought that was hysterical.
You know, I guess here's the thing. You know, yeah, muddled. Yeah. I'm with you. That's a super valid criticism, and I'm super with you. Very muddled. I guess, do we know that he would have damaged it in any way had he just run into it?
Well,
Right? Or was once again, was Finn just looking for a way out? Was he just looking to run?
the hell of a way out.
Yeah.
That's more of a confrontation than a run, Jack.
No, I mean, that was like suicide by a laser battering ram. That's what Finn was doing. Yeah. Obviously, I can be with you on there. That was kind of lame. I don't even have like an arty-farty bullshit way to explain that. Like Poe turning back. Like Poe turning back, you can kind of like, yeah, it's fine. That works out. But Rose saving Finn, I got nothing. That was just kind of lame. I'm with you. He would have damaged it based 100% on Randy Quaid logic. Push level, you are absolutely correct. Never mind then. Then Rose fucked everything up.
In movie logic, and it is a movie, he would have succeeded. Using movie logic.
Using movie logic. And not only that, he probably actually would have, the explosion would have hurt all of the AT-ATs and the ship, so he actually could have really dealt a big blow.
Flying a tiny rickety ship into a beam that is designed to destroy a giant metal door would obviously destroy the beam.
Well, I guess that.
But in movie logic, that's what happens.
Of course. Well, that's what I'm going on for. It's like maybe what they were thinking. They were thinking too logically about that, and not thinking in movie logic. Where they were saying, well, if Finn were to fly his ship into that, the ship would be disintegrated. And he wouldn't make it.
Like, maybe it would have blown up the cannon?
Yeah.
And that cannon was really powerful. Maybe that would have blown up the ship that Kylo Ren was in.
That's what I was just saying.
It would have ended the whole fucking war right there.
Boom. No, and Hux and all those troopers, like, all gone.
The whole war is over and they won.
Yep.
Thanks to Finn.
Yep. He had to sacrifice himself.
Fucking Rose robbed him of being a hero.
Yeah. The hero.
The hero.
The one spoken about in legend. Yeah. The once stormtrooper, the man who turned away from the evil and saved us all from tyranny. Yeah.
But love, Jack.
But she gave, you know what? She gave him a little smoochie. She gave him the smoochers, so it's all good. It's like good. Poe screams at Finn that there's no way they can take that cannon out, but Finn ignores it. Okay.
What was the purpose of Rose? Okay. Movies like romance.
Sure.
Rey was hanging out with Finn a lot in the first movie, but now they were going to be separated for almost the entire film. So you want romance. You want to give Finn something to do.
Yep.
And they weren't willing to do the Poe-Finn romance.
Right.
So, here's a girl. That's why Rose.
You put the girl in there, and the girl takes Finn around. Yeah.
Finn needs something to do, someone to do it with. We want a romance. Here you go.
You either give him a girl or a sassy talking computer, and there's enough sassy talking robots. So, you give him the girl. Yeah. Yeah, she was Finn's guide into the world of caring about those less fortunate. Which is fine. She was the Obi-Wan of orphans. That's what Rose was. I'm sure there's a pun in there somewhere, but I couldn't think of it. I was hoping it would come to me as I said it, the Obi-Wan of orphans. But I couldn't think of it. Orphe one Kenobi? Nah, that's not good. Oh, are you kidding? The world is so ready. The world was ready for Finn and Poe to be together before the movie came out.
You know that's not entirely true.
No. I know that's not true even a little bit, but I think it would have made it would have made for some very interesting reviews the next day. What? Should have been Kylo and Finn. Nah, it was fine. The whole thing was fine. Everything about the movie is fine. I enjoyed it. I'm looking forward to seeing it again. I will say this. Stunning imagery. I'm going to start with a compliment and turn it into a little bit of a dig.
Vistas.
The imagery of all of the shattered ships after Laura Dern does the light jump kamikaze run, that was fucking great. Mm-hmm. That was a fucking great moment. I think I was telling you about this. The crowd, I saw it in the theater, everybody was people gasped in the theater. It was great. It was a great movie theater going experience moment, and it looked gorgeous. Just the shattered ships, the build up, the coop, boom, the sound cuts out, beautiful, right? But if running your ship into other ships at light speed is such an effective weapon, why don't they do that all the time?
Jack, you saw the way they tried to bomb that dreadnought, right?
They might not be the smartest tacticians. You're right. I'm just saying, that one ship took out 8 of theirs. It was great. A lot of great imaging.
Bad news, everyone. Says, what did everyone in RLM think of Laura Dern's suicidal hyperspace maneuver? Doesn't mean that whichever side does that first in a space battle automatically wins from now on. Well, we just talked about that.
Hey, well, that was good. By the way, that was great timing.
You can't apply logic to the space battles in Star Wars. It's not there. It never has been, honestly. The ships don't move like real ships in space would move in the first damn place.
They move like airplanes.
Yeah. And they wouldn't be using laser beams. Everything would be some kind of guided missile.
Yeah.
It's never been logical space combat. Although it's fantasy space combat.
They did do a quasi-logical spaceship move in this one that I thought was super badass. You know, Poe's the first run on the Dreadnought when he's taking out all the little guns, and then he cuts off his engines and does a flippy thing and then shoots back the other way. That's fucking badass. So cool. I like it when the ships move fast.
It was a pretty collision.
As it was.
The suicide run?
Oh, it was great.
It was a pretty collision.
It looked really great.
That's my take.
A lot of the movie looked really good is what I'm saying. That fucking, the red salt under the snow. And then you get that big, after the battle, you get that big overhead shot that's just it looks like a big wound. You're like, oh, visual metaphors. It's nice, man. It's all nice.
Does Rich get excited about anything? Well, if you cut in earlier in the stream, I was getting really excited about Guardians of the Galaxy 2.
You were telling me you were watching it, how you really liked it. Dreamer TK, I'm not a Disney boner shill. I think I might be a Ryan Johnson shill, though. I got to watch all of his other movies. I think he's good. This is the first Ryan Johnson movie I've seen. So maybe he's just a really good filmmaker.
Ima420R says, hi guys.
Yeah.
While playing some of my backlog, I have been enjoying some older streams that I originally missed. Thanks to the hours and hours and hours of entertainment. Happy holidays. You're welcome.
Hey, happy holidays.
Glad to entertain you. I don't know how this entertains you, but glad to entertain you.
We're just here. We're just here having a great time.
Lick my love bit says, have you ever heard of cups? They're great. For years, I drank directly from the open eye sockets of dead fish stall attendees, but presently I discovered cups. Hooray for cups. Okay. We're just drinking right out of the can. It's fine.
I mean, containers in general, right? Woo. Way to go.
They're fine things.
Yeah. He did the Brothers Bloom, Looper, and Brick and I now got to go back and see him, see all his movies.
Anonymous says, you do not have to see the Han Solo movie. Please do not give that garbage any money. Sorry, Ron Howard. P.S. Rich, I hope you use this $2 for Blade Runner 2049, which comes out on digital Tuesday.
Oh,
Okay.
nice. There you go. Yeah. Yeah, you should see that.
True Blue Review says, one theory I've seen, do you think Ken was lying to Rey, and her parents really are important like she thinks? Also, do you think they'll turn out to be related after all, or will they fall in love? I don't know. Man. Look, as I'm not particularly, as I'm kind of sick and tired of the Chosen One,
Yeah.
I'm kind of glad that her parents were just schmucks. And not, you're the daughter of the super important people, and the Magic Jedi line is alive within you today.
I love that. Yeah. Well, and we get reinforcement of that idea with the broom boy at the end, right? Who's just some fucking slave stable boy, and he does the magic, grab the broom with the Jedi Force.
Yeah.
And so it's like, I think that was a purposeful move. I think Rian Johnson really wanted her parents to be, meth heads or whatever they were. And Disney was like, can you just write it in a way where just in case later on we wanna, fudge the details, you can do it. It's like, okay, well, how about Kylo says it? And then it's not a set in stone.
And as far as they think they will fall in love, no. That this movie closed the door on even a tragic love story.
Yeah.
That door's closed. Kylo Ren went from being interesting to being prequel Anakin. In the space of a scene.
I mean, a cut, really. Just like an edit, and he's there. But nah.
No, when he's whining about Luke and saying everybody shoot him, that was so cartoonily stupid.
Yeah.
That was so prequel Anakin.
That was angst, man. That was lashing out. I don't want to agree with you just because I don't think prequel Anakin was handled correctly as a character, and so I just don't want those. I could see characteristics being the same, but here it's handled well. So.
Nothing like that ever happened in the prequels. Like Anakin ranting about how he will kill them all,
and then killing them
and
all,
then killing them all,
or vice versa.
Right. No, nothing like that ever happened in the prequels.
Or
Anakin certainly wasn't a horrible character.
Anakin didn't just yell for no reason because he was frustrated. That's something he would never do. Or, murder a bunch of kids. He'd never do that. And the women and the children too. Oh, kill them all. Oh.
Valiant Bloodshots is talking about Star Wars is making me want to kill myself. Me too.
We're almost done.
New topic. If net neutrality goes away, will that affect your streams and production of online videos in that there will be less content? I don't know what kind of direct effect that would have and how long it would have to take effect. I don't know.
Right. Theoretically, it's possible.
Yeah, theoretically, it's possible.
Theoretically, it would affect our viewership harshly. Where, what if what if they change your internet package, where YouTube isn't a part of your internet package, and you have to pay extra to access the YouTube page?
YouTube is part of the premium package, and that's an extra $80. So.
Right, and then you say, well, Netflix is part of the super package. YouTube's part of the premium package. I'll just go super, and then we lose half of our audience,
right? Because
they don't want to pay for the premium package. It's possible, but yeah, like Rich said, there's nothing we know right now. And I mean, we could even get hit on our side for uploading videos. Well, if you want upload speed, that's gonna be a whole nother thing. Blah blah. So it could be, but we're fine.
Where am I at? Nico Cola says, hey guys, just wanted to wish you a fun holiday and a happy new year. Thank you. Deschutenheimi, I think, says keep trying to congratulate you on X thousands of followers. So happy preemptive 35K. Did you expect this much of a following / success when you started? I always expect to fail horribly because I'm Rich Evans. No, not. I didn't know what to expect with streaming. This is mostly your idea.
Yeah.
Streaming? Sure, why not?
No, listen, I'm just excited we can do this still. Like,
People
I'm
watch people
shocked.
play video games?
I am shocked that this is working out. So, yeah, it's been great. I think, it's growing, and that's always positive. So we'll just keep doing it.
Gruff McMilitary says, evening guys, getting ready for the holidays, watching all the best Christmas classics. The Grinch, original, Christmas Story, and best of the worst canon movie classics. Charles Bronson kills everyone. Yes, he does. Still not as good as the Elves episode. Elves, Santa Claus, and National Lampoon's Christmas Vacation 2.
Oh my god.
It's our best Christmas episode.
How
Followed by the canon Christmas.
And I wasn't there for Canon Christmas, but how can you top just elves and Santa Claus, right?
You don't.
You don't.
You don't.
We never could. And we never will. But we'll keep on trying. We'll keep on trying.
The Farce Awakens says, Guardians 2 was about rejecting adulthood and Freudian father issues. The Last Jedi was about muddying the difference between light and dark side of the Force. Was it?
Was it? No, it was... Actually, you might have that backwards. It was about people who were muddying it, and now the new generation is clearing up that mud.
Yeah.
So you might have that a little backwards.
Rich, why do you think Guardians 2 was better than The Last Jedi? Characters I like more, good music, humor that actually hits, more interesting villain, better climax,
no,
not
better climax.
Saner story structure.
All right, yeah, I'll give you that one.
It didn't have one climax, then awkwardly a second climax 30 minutes later. A number of reasons.
I do tire of James. I mean,
more interesting visuals even. It did have the Vistas Guardians too. Some nice space colors. Everything was rainbowy.
Yeah, some decent visuals in Guardians too. I am ever tired of James Gunn's undercut a dramatic or emotional moment with someone making a joke bit. That happens 28 times a second in Guardians 2, and that gets a little boring.
Someone in the chat is saying better climax. Ha 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 ha. As opposed to the fucking The Last Jedi with its throne room thing, and then later on hologram Luke.
Yeah, I think that's better.
Versus Peter Quill, standing up to literally the cancer that killed his mother.
Peter Quill turning
in personified form.
Peter Quill turning into a big goofy Pac-Man.
Sure.
Nah,
yeah, it was fun. I enjoyed that more.
It
had a far stronger emotional impact on me.
Nah.
It did.
Well, that's fine. I mean, yeah, for you.
But I guess Star Wars is Star Wars on it. So, I guess...
I'm not that kind of person. I didn't much care for the Guardians. Or the Guardians 2.
Last Jedi climax is better. Which one?
Oh, they all work.
It's so awkward. When the movie didn't end when it should have ended.
It's tantric. It's tantric climaxing, Rich. I can't be that kind of person. I openly hate Rogue One. I openly and violently hate Rogue One, every aspect of it. And have admitted the several problems that The Last Jedi had tonight. So I'm not a sycophant.
Bad news, everyone. And then we're caught up. It says, in The Force Awakens, why didn't all our heroes die when Han Solo went to hyperspace while the Falcon was still in the bay of his cargo ship? Has Rian Johnson seen Star Wars?
The space wizards were protecting them. It doesn't matter, man. What do you... What?
Went to warp in the cargo bay? Was the door open?
Yeah, the door was open.
Why is this a problem?
Because they're idiots. Have you seen Star Wars? There was nothing in front of him when he warped.
I don't know.
Remember, he warped the Falcon out of the cargo bay? But the door was open, so...
Look, Star Wars doesn't give a fuck about the logical issues like that when science...
Right.
Fantasy space swords is what's important in the Star Wars.
Absolutely. And the only thing that's important.
Okay. Here is the point of the stream where we read the names
It's true.
of the people who have subscribed during the stream.
During this very stream, we're going to read all your names, and then we're going to be gone for a bit. Then we're going to take a little break. A little break. So, thank you for subscribing, Atomic Mousetrap, for 15 months in a row.
Jimmy Lays!
Doyle871, who says, Merry Xmas and Happy New Year in case you don't stream again this year.
Rune B, for 18 months in a row, says, Merry Christmas and Happy New Year. Thanks for all the streams. You're welcome.
X Motanum.
Sean, for 27 fucking months in a row, says, I have disagreements with some of your views, so I shall now do nothing about it because I am either a sensible adult or lazy. All right.
We'll take either. That's fine.
Yeah,
That's
yeah.
fine. That's absolutely fine. Doobie Sandwich, who says, sorry for all the hate mail you're getting. Ricardo, though I'm sure it's nothing new for you, this has been a sobering year for all of us, not just Star Wars, but so many things. Some of us need to get our shit together. Have a swell new year, y'all. Hey, everybody, get your shit together. We'll see you next. We'll get it together. We'll all meet next year with our shit together. Okay?
Where we at?
This one.
Kaleidoscope 20 says, Happy Christmas and Happy Holidays, Rich and Jack and everyone else in chat. Oh, someone acknowledged chat. Isn't that nice? Isn't that nice?
You're part of it. We're all part of it, Rich.
We're all together.
All together now.
This binds us all together. It's
All
a
together.
force. Rich, you were spot on in The Last Jedi half in the bag. RLM and Prereq have been steadily killing it. But what are your guys' favorite Johnny Cash song? He's got a pretty mean cover of Hurt.
Oh yeah, he does.
Yeah.
Yeah, he does.
Man Comes Around.
That whole, what was that? Americana Volume 1 or
I'm an old
whatever?
man, and I'm not going to have too many more songs left because I'm very old album.
Yeah.
Yeah, that
well,
one.
like his Resurgence album. That one where he's just like, I'm going to cover a bunch of other songs, but do it in like an old, sad man way. Your own personal Jesus.
I don't think it was quite that slow, but the way you do it, it sounds like he's actually about to die.
They did. They cut it together from his death note, his death squeaks. What was that song called? Or the album? What was that album called?
I don't know. It wasn't his song, but I'm kind of fond of The Highwayman.
The Highwayman?
He sung one of the verses in it. It was a song about reincarnation.
Oh, okay.
Someone different sang every verse. It was like reincarnated into someone else.
Oh, sure.
Yeah.
America. It was just called America. If we're going to go with his original songs, I got a soft spot for Boy Named Sue.
That's a good song.
That's just a nice...
That's a fun song. Yeah.
Yep.
It's a fun premise for a song.
Hello, my name is Sue, and I'm gonna kill you. It's great. Where were we? Johnny Cash. Johnny Cash. Okay, here we are. Lizandus, who says, what is Santa's favorite place to deliver presents? Ida, ho, ho, ho.
What?
That was the
I get it.
joke. That was the
That's a
joke.
fine joke. It's a fine joke. Serbelius!
Morn 462.
Culture Fist!
4 stars out of 50 for 20 fucking months in a row. Says better old school first person shooter. This is all you. Rich.
Yeah.
So what's better? Quake, Dark Forces, Return to Castle Wolfenstein.
Probably Quake.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Okay.
I haven't played Return to Castle Wolfenstein, so I can't speak on that.
Okay.
So then it's Quake or Dark Forces, and I'll go Quake.
Alright, that's fair. That's fair.
Gutter Stars for 24 fucking months in a row. Says smiley emoji.
Yeah, I think that's like big smiley emoji.
Or colon D, capital D, whichever.
Yeah, that's like big mouth smile though. That's not just
Yeah.
smiley emoji. That's like ah.
It's creepy smiley.
Yeah. Naruk Ben, who says happy holidays, boys. Unwrap this free Amazon money. My gift to you. Didn't enjoy my first viewing of The Last Jedi, but I blame my 5-year-old for pissing every 20 minutes. Yeah, I talked about this beforehand. Like, we went when the kids were at school.
Yeah.
And we were just like, fuck it. We're just gonna take this one on our own. And it was great. Me and the wife went.
Are you going to take them to see it?
Yeah, but I'll wait till like after the new year. And it's just like, we'll wait till the crowds to die down. We'll find another early morning showing. And they're so obsessed with porgs already, just based on the fucking trailer.
Are they dying to see the movie?
No, they just want porgs.
It's weird.
The porgs.
It's so weird.
It works. Advertisement works. Let's see. Maybe next time I'll appreciate it a little bit more. Yes, Naruk Ben. It's much better going to a movie without your kids.
Oh, well, yeah, you didn't know that. Lick my love bits!
Don Mondongo.
Dashi!
Just this guy you...
You grab more than one, just in case?
I got two, just in case. Just this guy for 36 motherfucking months in a row. Whoo. Whoo, I love that gunpowder smell.
Is that not? End.
Yeah, you like...
Can I not turn it off?
No, that's the rose
Oh, that's the... I thought I hit the button and the confetti just gets lighter. Why is the confetti just getting lighter? It should be on or off.
Right, those are. It just so happens
rose petals from the game.
that there's rose petals from the games.
I was wondering why the confetti wasn't stopping.
And just this guy says, I have children younger than this subscription. Thank you.
Congratulations.
And congratulations.
Rhythm Gardener.
Gino Suave for 12 months in a row.
Captain James May for 16 months in a row.
DJ Man 1975.
Shibboleth for 15 months in a row says, in case you ever wondered if it's a good idea to move when it's close to Christmas, I'd tell you now that it is not.
Sorry for your trouble. Zimbombi is that one. Zimbombi.
Let's get Eddie to rumble. Wait, let me do that better now. Let's get Eddie to rumble for 14 months in a row. Says, does 14 months mean I get a fucking no? No.
Hall's Variety Pack for 31 fucking months in a row. Says, you know what? I can't think of anything funny or witty to say, so fuck it. I have had a toothache last week and the flu this week, so all I will say is thank fuck it is nearly Christmas. May your Christmas and New Year be merry and bright. LOL, jingle my bells. Merry Christmas to you too, Halls Variety Pack.
All right. Ali Raza for 22 fucking months in a row says, can't stay tonight. Off to play Pandemic Legacy Season 2. Jack, get on that. Season 1 is the best rated board game of all time. Also, Christmas sucks.
I tried playing that Pandemic Legacy once, and it just didn't work out. It left a bad taste in my mouth. Insert clever username here.
The Just Meme.
Captain Zorro.
Catfulu.
Lloyd Beats for 39 motherfucking months in a row. Who says, lost my job in August, and I think I just landed an amazing new position. Thanks for keeping me sane. Well, congratulations, Lloyd. Good luck, break a leg.
Don't break a leg, because that would probably be a bad thing to start a new job and then break your leg immediately, Jack.
Unless
they're not in the theater.
Oh.
Unless their job happens to be in the theater.
What if the job is in the theater? That's why I'm
then
just
then if you're going to be on stage acting as your job, then break a leg. But if not, that's a bad thing.
Unless their new job has health
This
insurance.
is theater superstition, specifically.
Okay, you're right. All right. That's fine. Sorry, Lloyd Beats. I don't want you to injure yourself.
We do not want you to break a leg.
Yeah, that's true.
Unless you've got a job as an actor and you're going to be on a stage.
Or even in a theater.
Then break a leg.
What if he's doing like advertisement for a theater?
Do people not know what we're talking about? That in theater, it's a good luck to say break a leg.
And it's bad luck to say good luck.
Yeah.
You never want to give people encouragement right before they go on. Oh, you're going to do great. No. It's bad.
Do people know that? Or are we just confusing people?
I don't know if that's a thing anymore. So yeah, in the theater you say break a leg, hoping obviously that they don't break a leg.
All right. Where was that?
Sausage.
That's Lloyd Beats.
Yeah.
Okay, Sausage Toes for 36 motherfucking months in a row. Sausage Toes says, meh.
Suggest 22.
Magnus PU for 35 fucking months in a row says, one more month to go. Happy holidays, Jack, Rich, and chat. You're welcome.
Happy holidays, everybody. Zenost for 15 months in a row.
Skis for 43 motherfucking months in a row.
Holy moly. Sir Brain Damage. Sir Bran Edemouge.
Sabran Damouge.
All right, that's pretty good. Okay. Randolph the Rad.
Oh, Sir Brain Damage.
Oh, but not spelled like brain or damage.
Right.
Sir Brain Damage. Oh.
Randolph the Rad.
That's clever.
It is. Says, hello, my friends, and happy fucking holidays. What's the last movie that made you feel emotions, good or bad, and tear up like a punk baby? Love your brothers. Well, what do you mean by emotions? Like...
Well, sad emotions. Tear up.
This is specifically teared up. Specifically
That's what they said.
sad.
They said teared up. They said teared up, so I assume they mean well, and they said emotions good or bad.
Well,
But then they said teared up.
I mean, you feel emotions watching anything. We watched some stuff last night that just made me feel blah.
Right.
So,
Right.
very, very, very blah.
The last movie that made me cry... Very blah. Oh, wait till you get... Wait. You guys just wait. The last movie that made me cry was The Big Sick. Seeing that, I saw that in the theater, and I wept for that. And what's the last film that made you cry?
Tear up or even coming close to it? Probably Wall-E.
Oh, that far?
Probably.
Wow. Well, there you go. I mean, yeah, that'd do it. That would do it. Where are we? Oh, no. Oh, here we go.
I might think of another at some point, but we're This is not a good time for stopping to think about every movie I've seen in the last 10 years.
Right.
Find which ones made me cry. So
Sure. Catarl Alt Delete.
I was looking down. Okay, there we go. Waifu Gone Wild. Oh dear.
Algernop, who says, "Hi, Jack and Rich. I discovered RLM earlier this year and have thoroughly enjoyed the bevy of content."
A lot of content backed up.
Oh, yeah. Thanks for everything. Hope you both have a great Christmas and Happy New Year.
You're welcome.
Thank you.
Gregor! Oh, 12!
Ooh, nice. Hug Tanned.
Geeky Gamer 5 for 15 months. I'm nailing the Roman numerals.
And the weird spellings, Rich. You cracked the code. Zach of the Axes, who says, "My friends and I call the casino planet the prequel planet."
It's a good name for it. Twerkus Lord of the Twerk for 14 months in a row. Says, "Thank you for all these months of friends simulating."
They could have done something a little cooler with the casino. A little neater. Gouda Boy.
Oddtrix says, "You've taken 7 months worth of my money. Here's to the next 7.
Well, take it. Owen Thunder Guns.
Rich de Pasquale.
TLS 10 times 2.
Rengon 99 says, "Happy holidays. May the porgs be with you."
T Burke 83. That was my porg.
I could hear that.
Did you get it?
I got it.
I was acting like a porg.
Thread Jeff Magnum.
And Coffee for Mana. Thank you for subscribing. We really appreciate it.
It's true, we really do.
Any other tips? Any tips coming in?
Look, my love bit says, "Night night," and thank you for answering my questions. I have enjoyed this. You're welcome. And that's it.
Okay, well, happy and safe holidays, everyone.
I won't be around next Sunday.
Yep.
I'll probably be here the Wednesday after that. I'll be here the Wednesday after that.
The 27th.
Is that the 27th?
That's the 27th. Don't make any promises you can't keep.
I will likely be there on that Wednesday. If not, I'll move it to another day. I'll have you announce it via Twitter.
You just let me know. I'll let them know.
I'm trying to organize some family members to go out and visit my uncle.
Sure.
And I know my brother's not free till after Christmas, so the 27th might be the day.
The day, absolutely.
But if we'll plan tentatively for me being there that Wednesday. If not, I'll do a makeup the day before or after. I'll have Jack tweet it out.
You just follow us on the Twitter.
Follow us on the Twitch stream.
And I see a last-minute subscriber here, Adam AG. Thank you for subscribing. We really appreciate that. Merry holidays. Did you hit the button?